How's it going, YouTube? It's Commander Wolf here. Alright, so tonight's video is gonna be again playing some World War Z. This time it's Aftermath. Got some money to for gameplay.
Any calls for those AA guns will tear me up.
Now, the
Wouldn't want to
quality.
scratch your paint job.
Stay close, Doctor.
Alright, so the quality of this game is gonna be a little bit downgraded because my PC, for some weird reason, had to undervolt it due to an AMD. The chips for the AMD, the 3800X, there's a bug within the system that actually makes it run on games like this somewhere with 90 degrees junction temperature, which is pretty bad. So yeah, I've undervolted my PC, but we'll bring tonight's video up to standards. Is today on my Instagram.
Heads up for a lurker! Get to the power plant.
I was called a furry because I show appreciation for people werewolves. Now let me explain to you why I'm not a furry.
Got the lurker.
Furries are rainbow-colored cringe creatures. Some of them are cool, others of them are woke. And you all know how I feel about woke culture. I'm not a furry. I do not associate with the furry fandom. In fact, I'll be honest with you guys, if I was sitting there with an alligator on my right and a shark on my left, and someone was to put on a fursuit, or these two animals are going to bite your arms off, I'd literally let the animals bite my arms off. And I don't say that, and I do not mean that with a grain of salt, I'm serious. I'd rather get my arms ripped off, my legs ripped off, to be a furry. So, and the main reason for that is because so many of the furries associate with the LGBTQ community, and those are the same exact people who want, you know, to indoctrinate our kids, who want to teach your kids that they should be transgender and there's no more than two genders on the world. Transgenderism has been celebrated for so long, but if you think about it, people with gender dysphoria, I wouldn't wish that fate on anybody because those are people with a sickness within their minds. And to push that on children, children are impressionable. If you took an infant and you raised that infant, you took two babies and you raised both those babies to infancy. You put one baby in front of video games and you put the other baby in front of books. At age 4, you would see that the child who played video games would be emulating the video game characters that he played, regardless of what game it was. And the child that was reading books, I mean, an infant can't read, but you know what I'm saying. The child that was raised in video games would emulate the characters the more they see it. And the one that reads books would act like his favorite book character. Children are not interested in sex. Children are not can make up their minds about sex. So when you go tell a little boy or a little girl that their genitals don't mean anything, they don't know what genitals are. They don't know what anything like that is. All that children care about is food, a bed, love and affection, cartoons, and stuff like that. But when a child does start going through puberty, then they start understanding what genitals are. And until that day, like when the school curriculum is teaching kids about sex ed, that is when you can indoctrinate them into whatever the hell you want. But I still don't support that. I think anybody who tries to tell a little boy that they should wear girls' clothes, I believe people like that should actually be deported from the United States or locked in an institution with 2 CCs to shut the hell up and off the La La Land. The furries are the same exact way. Look at these zombies over here. Zombies and Democrats and woke and people that are woke, furries included, they are a hive mind. Just like these zombies are a hive mind. They have one purpose and one purpose only: to change and or eradicate anyone that opposes them. That is why we have cancel culture. That is why we have hordes. I mean, and
Stuck out! Creeping in! Lurker out!
I mean, literally, a similar situation to what would be known as a zombie horde is at an American college campus. A young conservative woman and her friends were chased around by a horde of woke zombies, who beat her friend to a pulp. And I don't
Heavy
understand
activity out here.
Refugees. All
why those
headed
people
for
weren't arrested.
Jerusalem.
The students, the Democrats, they celebrated the students that chased these non-conservative people around. Just like the Zeds down here. Democrats and the woke people and woke furries are zombies. And to call me a furry is like calling me the N-word. I'm not black, I'm white. I do not believe in racism. I do not believe in religious racism. The only thing I believe about religion is if you're a Christian, a real saved Christian, then God is there for you. God is there for every single one of us if we seek Him. But to other religions and stuff, I don't care. I mean, on the day of reckoning, God will cast His judgment. But it's not for me to cast judgment on the Muslims, on the Jews, on anybody.
Everybody regroup, and then we'll go.
Because I don't mind them. I don't mind black people. I don't mind Native Americans. I don't mind immigrants. I mean, well, I do mind illegal immigrants when they bring cocaine and crack and stuff through drug cartels, because I do mind them coming to the country because it's going to kill a lot of young people. But yeah, I'm not a furry. And to call me a furry is the same thing, like if I walked to a black man or a black woman out of them and said, "You stupid N-word," they would be so offended by that, I'd probably get shot. And that is the exact way I feel when someone calls me a furry. I feel, I mean, how can you call me something that I find so vile and disgusting? I'm not anything affiliated with the furry fandom, and I will tell you this to the day I die. I'm not a furry. Just because I like female werewolves does not make me a furry. Because female werewolves are 10 times better than human females in every way. And I'm not going to go into why that is that way. But if you all read Werewolf Legends, you'll see how loyal a female werewolf is. She'll never cheat on her mate. She'll never leave her mate. Anything like that. And her temper, she will hate what you hate. The minute you hate something with her, it's amazing. Take Luna, for instance. Good old classic Luna. She's a horrible person to anyone around her. But then she's a little sweetheart to text. Female werewolves will chase your friends off. Well, not even your friends. To anyone you hate, a female werewolf is your best ally and your enemy's worst enemy. But to you, she's a sweetheart. And that's why I love female werewolves. I'm not a furry. Let's enjoy some music, sit back, and murk some zombies.
Everyone in here, and close the door.
Oh, and the art of defense. Let's hope the game actually gave us good stuff.
Okay, let's go.
Oh yeah, and
We got targets inside.
of course,
Take 'em out.
Governator is going to play. To describe Joe Biden. Let's hear it.
He said it again, and he's gonna win. Gonna take it for a hell ride anyway. He's on your side, gonna throw you aside and let the vultures pick apart what's left. Seems like everything was just a fraction of a second from being okay. So run and hide, 'cause we're all gonna die and let the vultures pick apart what's left. I'll be back. I'll be back. I'll be back. I'll be back. take you for a joyride anyway. You stand in line, better make up your mind and let the bastard pick apart what's left of you. Seems like everything was just a fraction of a second from being a dream. So run it high, cause we're all gonna die. Let the government decide what's left. I'll be back. I'll be back. I'll be back. I'll be back. He's at it again. He's at it again. And it makes great television watching the world end. I'll be back. I'll be back. I'll be back. Walk around, I see a million possibilities, but I know nowhere to go. And I can't comprehend things as real seem so pretend. I know, I don't know, but I'll be back. I'll be back. I'll be back. Great television, watching the I'll be back. I'll be back. I'll be back. I'll be back. Great television, watching the I'll be back. I'll be back.
I do have an assault rifle. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as I said, the art of defense. When you're not given a good spot to defend, you're not going to be able to defend it anyway. And plus I'm playing at extreme difficulty because, as you saw, I have God mode, but even God mode in a zombie game like this doesn't save you. And last but not least, before I go for the night, that little bug. Undervolting your PC fixes that bug. So yeah. Again, people, stay conservative, stay heterosexual, stay Christian, and stay Republican. Do not ever buy into woke culture, no matter how much they tell you that you should. Remember, the rainbow painted and colored guns of cancel culture are pointed at you. But never, ever buy into it. And I'm telling you, people, don't hate furries that are Christian, conservative. Any single one of them that buy into woke culture, hate them. Hate on them because they hate you. And they're right in Joe Biden's back pocket. So, again, this is not hate speech or anything, and I'm not targeting a select group of people for any reason. This has been Werewolf Fandom Gaming, and I'm Commander Wolf, signing off. Peace.